Today is a very important and interesting topic because we will be talking about the system that gives us and our farm animals the breath of life. So, ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon is the respiratory system. What are its anatomical structures? Ano yung mechanisms of respiration? And the importance of respiration. Simply put, our respiratory system, and as well as the farm animals' respiratory system, are broken down into two major parts. Yun yung tinatawag na URT. We also call this as their upper respiratory tract. And kapag meron kang upper respiratory tract, meron ka rin namang tinatawag na lower respiratory tract. And yan yung gagamitin natin to describe the different important anatomical parts of the respiratory system. So we now move forward with the first major section of the respiratory system, which is the upper respiratory tract. And mayroong apat na parts na kailangan nating tignan. We have the nostrils, the nasal cavity, the pharynx, and the larynx. Okay? Now, the nostrils, these are basically our nose or the nose of the animal. We also call this as the external nares. Okay? Now, ang nostrils, yan yung parang gate ng respiratory system. Because ito yung opening. Okay? Ito yung opening ng ating respiratory system, therefore acting as the first point of contact for air. Now, sa mga hayop, katulad ng cattle, sheep, and goats, these nostrils, this one, the nose part, contains some basic structures katulad ng vibrissae. Okay? Vibrissae are basically hair, okay? Parang nose hair. Na ang pinaka-purpose ng mga buhok na ito is to trap dust, it is to trap pathogens, debris, before they enter into the body. Now, sa loob ng nostrils, in this particular area, we can find there the mucous membrane, right? And the mucous membrane inside this nostril produces secretions called mucus, yung sipon, basically. And ang pinaka-purpose ng mucus na ito ay para i-catch or i-trap yung mga foreign particles na pumapasok doon sa nose. Okay? Another important structure would be the nasal cavity. Okay? So nostrils, yan yung opening. Yung nasal cavity naman, parang yan yung air conditioner ng respiratory system. And why do I say na para siyang air conditioner? Because once na pumasok yung hangin sa nostril, dadaan yan dun sa nasal cavity para, unang-una, i-filter out pa yung mga contaminants na nakapasok. So may mucus dyan sa nasal cavity na yan. Another one would be, papainitin niya yung air, so it warms the air to match the animal's body temperature, and it humidifies the air. So air humidifier din itong nasal cavity na to. Why does it need to humidify the air? Kasi kapag yung air natin ay masyadong dry at wala kang humidifier, what happens is when the animal inhales the dry air, it would also dry its lungs. So kailangan may mechanism yung katawan na na-humidify or nababasa yung hangin bago pumasok sa lungs ng hayop. So yan yung purpose ng nasal cavity. After entering the nasal cavity, air now moves to the pharynx. Now, what is the pharynx? Pa-familiar kayo, no? Kasi pharynx is basically, this is the throat. Okay? Now, the pharynx is not exclusive for air, but rather, ang pharynx ay parang daan na pinaghahatian or it is being shared together by both air and food. So it is shared together by both the respiratory system and digestive system. So ito yung area na yon, that would be your pharynx. Daanan yan both ng pagkain at hangin. And after dumaan sa pharynx, after dumaan sa throat, the air now will move to the larynx, which is also called as the voice box. Okay? So ang purpose ng larynx na obvious sa atin would be it is the one that produces the voice of animals, or it is the one that produces why animals are able to produce sound, basically. Okay? But isa sa mga function talaga ng larynx is that gatekeeper yan. Okay? What do I mean gatekeeper? The larynx is located just below dun sa pharynx and just above the trachea na papunta na doon sa baga ng hayop. So how does the larynx work basically? Okay? Now yung larynx natin, dinadaanan rin yan ng what do you call this? Basically the larynx is like the junction between your digestive system and your respiratory system. Now, kapag hangin ang dadaan dyan, may structure si larynx called the epiglottis na naka-open lang kapag hangin ang dadaan. However, if food will move into this section, then the epiglottis will close down. Okay? So, yung epiglottis na yun, parang siya yung gate. Right? Kapag hangin ang papasok, it remains open. So, that is why it can basically, the animal can actually breathe. It can move the air from the upper respiratory tract down to the lower respiratory tract. But, kapag pagkain na yung dadaan, yung epiglottis, which is the gate, will close down. Why? Para ma-prevent yung choking. Right? So, ang concept ng choking is basically, pagkain na pumasok, hindi sa tiyan, kundi sa baga. Bakit? Kapag panalagyan ng pagkain yung baga mo, i-digest pa nung baga mo yung pagkain? No, of course not. Okay? Medyo malambot yung mga structure na nasa baga, and it would certainly destroy your lungs. It would certainly destroy the animal's lungs, leading to some sort of damage or even to death. Okay? Now, pagdating ng hangin sa larynx, yan na yung end ng ating upper respiratory tract. Pupunta naman na tayo doon sa lower respiratory tract. And we have three major parts that we need to discuss here. The first one would be the trachea. The second would be the bronchi and the bronchioles. Mamaya makikita natin yung pagkakaiba nila. And lastly, the alveoli. So pagdating ng hangin sa larynx, ang hangin po ay dadaan na doon sa main air highway we call as the trachea. Okay? What is the trachea? Basically, the trachea is a structure that is rigid and it connects the larynx to the lungs. Okay? Now, hindi natin makikita dito but the structure of the trachea is somehow it is constructed by many cartilage rings. So parang mga sing-sing cartilage rings yung trachea natin. Yun yung composition niya. And yan yung connection, yan yung main highway between the larynx and the lungs. So your trachea is also called your windpipe. Okay? Now, as you go down to your trachea, mapapansin mo magba-branch out na po yan. And yung branching airways na yon, basically, you call it as the bronchi. Okay? And this bronchi separates into two, one for each lungs. So this one is one bronchi, this one is one bronchi. Okay? Now, ano yung pagkakaiba ng bronchi sa bronchioles? Yung bronchi, yan yung galing doon sa trachea. So it is splitting from the trachea. after it splits from the trachea, yung bronchi na to, magkakaroon ulit siya ng separate branches or separate splits. Okay? And that is now called your bronchioles. Remember, ang bronchi is only one for each lungs. But the bronchi, as it branches, yung branch na makikita nyo dyan, basically, we call that as the bronchioles. And at the end of each branch, ano yung makikita natin doon? At the end of each branch, makikita natin yung alveoli. So these are tiny air sacs kung saan dyan po nangyayari ang gas exchange. Okay? Basically, dyan sinasusuplayan ng oxygen, yung dugo, and dyan din nare-release yung carbon dioxide. Okay? So ito yung pinaka-main structure, the alveoli, is really this tiny structure that allows the exchange of gases within the animal body. Kung bakit we are able to inhale oxygen and we are able to exhale carbon dioxide. So that is just a brief overview of the anatomical parts of the respiratory system. We now move forward with how does respiration works. Magtitake ka ba ng licensure exam for agriculturists this year? If yes, I believe my course is for you. Enroll now at Learning Agri Withal modular course by clicking the link below. Ano pang hinihintay mo? Mag-enroll ka na. Samahan kita mag-review. Bye!